In this episode of Travelogue, I head for the hills in Quannan County in southern China. There we'll explore the creative methods employed by the locals to bring out the very best of their surroundings.
Isn't all this so beautiful? So for centuries the ethnic Yao and Hakka people have made their homes here in the mountains and the forests, and this time around I've come to explore their unique customs, their amazing architecture and this world that they've built for themselves here. Welcome to Tianran County.
For the ancient Chinese, mountains were more than just big rocks. They were sources of power, so-called dragon veins that could bring great fortune. That's why across China you'll find tombs and temples occupying particularly good peaks.
So we're surrounded by a mountain range called the Tianran Mountains, which literally translates as the Heavenly Dragon Mountains, and it surrounds Quannan County. But if you come up here, this temple has been here for about 500 years, and it definitely enjoys the best view.
Much of Tianran County, and indeed this part of southern China, is extremely hilly. And besides being a source of good energy, the rugged terrain here is also surprisingly fertile. Combine that with a moderate climate and plenty of sunshine, and you get one of the best places for growing oranges in China. As a matter of fact, the Gannan oranges produced here are famous for being sweet, fragrant and juicy.
哎，您好。哎，采橙子啊。哎。丰收怎么样？今年？
今年丰收了，今年丰收都还可以啊。今年说实在话的，包括商家一起啊，今年的价钱也可观了。
哇，这么大橙子！这是属于什么品种的呀？
这个是属于这个柳鹤耳。
柳鹤耳。就是咱们赣州这边的。
赣州这边的赣南旗什么？
我听您这口音好像不是本地人。
我是湖北移民过来的。
这个橙子吃起来应该很爽的，那么大个子。
是，现在它这个期程它就没有大小之分啊。一般到了12月份以后双秧，像这个它这个12月份以后啊，它就通过打霜了，它那个时候它就有大小之分了。
因为我看这边空气还是很好，然后呢比较那个。
这边空气说实在话，食益助人。
啊，吃橙子吃。这个橙子太大了，我切半天，切半天就切不到。那我看您现在有30多亩是吧
？30亩吧，一般正常的平均都有30亩。
那收入也不错了。
收入都还可观吧。老百姓只要是吃饱、穿好、用钱不差钱就行。
Although most people are only interested in the fruit, 90% of what an orange tree produces is blossom. Instead of going to waste, they can be turned into perfume, cosmetics, even food. And the orchard I'm now visiting does just that. They also harvest plum blossom and osmanthus flowers here. And while osmanthus might not be well known in the West, they're huge in Asian cuisine. You'll often find them in jams, cakes and medicine, or drunk in the form of teas, soups and liquor. Ternan County's climate is perfect for the blossom.
Oh, kind of going all over the place here. So this is a pretty interesting way of picking flowers. I think definitely more efficient. Bit of a nightmare though if you've got hay fever like myself, but luckily I took my pills. 这是属于什么花呀？
桂花。
这是桂花。
对，
因为我看到
是其中一个品种状元红。
哦。
状元红。
因为我原来看的都是黄色的桂花。
那桂花，你看黄色它是银桂，桂花有上百个品种。哦。
After being picked, the flowers are sifted through at least 3 times to get rid of the leaves and branches.
那等于现在是杀完了之后就得在好像在细挑是吧？
一些杂物在里面，所以在冻干之前都要在这里再精选一下。
There are more steps to follow, but the first is to chill the flowers down to -50.
这个呢，就是冻干设备出来的那个桂花的芳香液、细胞液，
OK
特别香，你闻一下。
是吗？这应该
好香，
很
香吧？
浓的。Yeah, that smells good.
来
OK,
品尝一下。
here we go. 那就干杯了。
干杯
Cheers.
感觉一下口感，口里是不是有一种很香的？
It's like I ate a bunch of flowers. It's not unpleasant. It's actually quite tasty. And
是不是感觉道理给你有点少了？
it helped my dragon breath a little bit.
少了，太小气了。
Coming up next, we explore the unique world of the Hakka people and confirm that the strongest bond in existence is family.
小火龙。
These days, Quannan County is easily reached via national highways. But in the past, its mountainous terrain made it difficult to access. This meant the locals had to be self-sufficient and adaptable, something the Hakka people excel at.
Interesting. So I thought it was a dreadlock lady, but then on closer inspection it turns out to be a Hakka lady wearing the traditional Lanjingpa headcloth, which is an intangible cultural heritage, and it's kind of a sort of a multi-use cloth, which we'll find out more about later.
Although the tradition is dying out elsewhere, here in Yasi village, elderly Hakka women still use ancient looms to weave their colourful headcloths.
真精致啊！这个就是蓝鲸帕是吗？
是。
Aside from being labour-intensive, these cloths are also full of symbolism. The vertical stripes represent fields and the Yellow River. And while the characters for longevity and strength are often included in the design, no two Lanjinpa are the same. They conveniently double up as aprons and are often given as gifts to new mothers.
主要是戴在头上，好像。
主要是戴到头上，是戴到头上呢，就是坐月子的时候就挡风嘛。
挡风，哦，明白，是一个很实用的帽子。
就像帽子一样。
哦。
这个一串一串的，就是花纹吧。
哦。
花纹跟田上的一样。
哦，就等于是。
好像田上的一样，对。
等于咱们客家的农耕文化都戴在头上了。
是是是。
不是这样真啊，那戴了，戴了这个就存起来了。
It's really interesting how many different purposes this cloth has. You can, wear it as a very useful hat in winter, and also as an apron, although you probably don't want to because it takes such a long time. But also, you literally wear your culture on yourself. You can tell straight away that someone's Hakka if you've got this around your head. 当然我就不能戴了，是吧？只是女孩才能戴。
是，你就男子会吧？
对对对。
不用戴这个。
Although everyone in Yasi village is Hakka, they're not native to the place. Centuries ago, their ancestors fled here to escape from war and poverty in central China. That's why the Yellow River features on their Lanjinpa. It reminds them of home. That Hakka literally means guest people gives you an idea of the prejudice they must have faced in the past. always the outsiders, the Hakka forged tightly knit communities. Here in Yashi village, everyone is from the Chen clan. And to protect themselves, they built and lived in communal fortress-like buildings called weiwu. Seen from above, they look mysterious, impenetrable. They could withstand sieges with a built-in food storage, a well, and a sewage system. Every floor had 13 rooms. In a way, a weiwu was a miniature city. The Hakka are not an ethnic group. They're merely people who banded together after being displaced. With no common religion, food is often served as a sort of cultural glue. Take tofu, for example. Here, it's still made the traditional way.
That's so interesting. I've never actually seen tofu being made before in my life, and it just looks like a bunch of egg whites, all kind of frothy and such.
And now we let it sit for 2 hours to transform into the kind of tofu we're used to seeing.
Wow, 漂亮。什么样子现在这个？
现在的最加工了啊，
这个就变硬了哈。
这个叫酿豆腐，
就叫酿豆腐。
就是
哦，是客家的特色菜是吗？
特色的。
This is a really interesting way of eating tofu though, because you know a lot of people they think.
勾起来。
勾起来。A lot of people they think tofu is kind of tasteless. It's you know there's no meat in it, but this way you get to satisfy both worlds. Obviously, not if you're a vegetarian though.
要学习，慢慢的学习。
这可以吗？OK 了。
OK。
There's a lot of history in this dish. Supposedly, when the Hakka arrived, they couldn't make flour because it was rice that was planted locally, not wheat. So instead of wrapping their dumplings in dough, they used tofu instead. And over time, the dish became as emblematic of the Hakka as their weiwu. They were able to find comfort in their food and feel safe inside their fortified stone walls. Since this weiwu is a protected cultural relic, aside from the caretaker, no one else lives here. However, back in the day, there would have been strict house rules regarding who gets which room. A hierarchical system determined the pecking order of all the Chens who lived here.
看来这个房子已经有一定的年头了。
有到承建到现在是130多年了。
哇，
对。
因为我看这个木头很老。
是啊，都是以前的，都是100年前的。
没有换过。
没有换过。
那怎么可能呢？这个
这个就防护很好啊，这个木质很好啊。以前的木质很老啊，它到现在都没有换过的。你看那个木匠师傅，他都是动手的，没有钉子的。
哪儿有？
这个是吧？
哦，它有一个小槽是吧？
小槽啊，它就
像拼图似的。
对。
真的有意思啊。
是。
那这种，您原来住过这种房子吗？
哦，小时候在那个3楼那边那个房间。
啊，是吗？
对。是吧？
哦，
这是住人的地方。
原来的屋子。
我们是住的，就是在这边。
这小窗户。
哦。打开来，窗户。
挺可爱的，这窗户都是朝里，不是朝外。
对。
As a defensive measure, on every floor, a corridor runs between the rooms and the outer wall of the weiwu.
它这个有几层有讲究？
这个是围我整个这个4楼的机构，这边就是
走廊，
这个长铺外这个走廊，你也是可以看得到很远，这个视野都很好的。
对对对，
一个窗户，
一个窗户，
彩钢印。
可是窗户比较小。
是，这边就是帷幕的炮台。
哦。
这边呢就是有4个枪眼。
对对对。
轨度是180度都看得到的。
对，这视野非常好哈。
是。
From here, you can take pot shots at your enemies in relative safety.
我看到地上也有，
地上也会，下面看得到，你这边看不到，你上比下去看得到，楼有人了，这边也可以，
等于是6个枪眼，
这6个眼，对，
明白。
对，
这设计的非常好啊，
是，
等于是360度，四面都有，
对。
那是不是原来都有人一直在这一层在守着这个？
这边过去已经比较乱，比较有土呀。现在是说到这个是老，这边都是4楼的话，都是比较彪悍的年轻人啊，24小时，像我们一样在这个守住啊。3楼、2楼就是小孩、老人家啊，这边说这边就起了个保护的作用一样。
对。
It made sense for an extended family to live in this one house. It wasn't only bandits they had to fight off, but also rival Hakka clans during turf wars. The importance of family is so strong for the Hakka people that every house will have an ancestral altar, and every village at least one ancestral hall.
这个钟词好像
这个是真词，
挺有年头了，
对，100多年了。100多年。
哇，这里边那么热闹。
Yeah, you don't see this kind of offering every day.
哇，这是在做什么呢呀？
在香火龙。
香火龙。
In the past, people thought crop failures and livestock disease were caused by the god of plague. So, in order to scare him off, they needed to invite a good god to come. Hence, the flaming dragon.
It's a fun group activity for all the family. Who doesn't like setting stuff on fire? But the way this works is, once all the incense is lit, we just wait until sunset, and then at night you just get these trails of smoke that actually makes it look like a fire dragon. It's as simple as that.
The dragon's also supposed to bring good weather, a good harvest, make your lifestyle fertile and your family happy. It's got a tough job.
I'm going to leave it up to the professionals because could barely keep my eyes open, and because there's so many people walking around with naked flames, I don't want to burn up before the dragon does.
Perhaps the gods got tired, or we just invented better pesticides. But over time, the incense dragon became less part of a ritual and more the main feature in an entertainment put on during major festivals like Chinese New Year.
Oh my word. Absolutely impossible to try and take any photos, but you know, the best thing to do is just watch, isn't it? Very festive, very smoky, very loud, but that's how Chinese people do it. 真的很热闹，很热闹，很热闹。
I can't think of any better way to scare off the bad guys.
我们是客家人，这边的习惯，这个香就保佑来年啊大丰收啊，哎，就这种气氛。好，对对对，好，哎，
这么热闹必须的。
对对对，哎，对对对。
Coming up next, we scour the mountains for treasure before enjoying the very full-on hospitality of the ethnic Yao people.
So we've come to the only ethnic Yao village in all of Jiangxi province to search for the very rare, very valuable lingzhi mushroom, but obviously I don't know where it is, so I've enlisted the help of a local to help me harvest it up in the mountains. 那您带我上去吧。好。咱们这个灵芝是非常珍贵的一种中药哈。
Lingzhi, aka reishi mushrooms, have been used in traditional Chinese medicine for over 2,000 years and are venerated across East Asia. The ancients thought they could enhance your life energy to the point of immortality. These days, they're touted as a cure for cancer, inflammation and digestion troubles. But they're pretty rare, reflected in the exorbitant price, as high as $2,500 for a kilo of wild lingzhi.
这种树好像跟别的树都不太一样啊。
这是枫树。
枫树。
嗯。
那一般灵芝是在这种树上会长吗？
一般这个灵芝长在这种枫树的根底下。
哦，不是在是在一般都在下边。
是根底下长起来的。哦。越大的枫树，它的根越远，这种树长得越多，这种的。
那灵芝只长在它根上。
这是根上发霉的根上长起来的。
I guess money really can grow on trees. You just need to know where to look. No, not up there. Ah, this is gonna take a while.
这半天都找不到。It's a lot harder than I thought. I mean, I know it's wild, but I thought that.
今天可能找不到了，没办法了。那你想不想看我的林子啊？
想啊。
真的，我们自己有林子啊，就是我们种了地下种了一片林子，带你们去看一下好吧？
啊，好啊，好啊，也可以种的是吗？
是啊，我们这是一种在树地下种的。
好，那您带我去吧。
去看一下。
好，怎么走？
往这边走。
好。
As it turns out, most of the lingzhi you can buy on the market today are grown in greenhouses or on hills, like these.
Whoop. 这些是不是？
这个是我们那个种的。
哦，哇 ，There's loads of them here， 这么多呀！
这种。
哇，满山都是。I'm surprised we didn't see it on the way up. I guess they were covered. 那随便一个山上都可以长吗？
这个要那个山上那个阳光稍微好一点，包括这个杂树比较多一点里面，就太阴潮湿的就不行。
啊。Now I know what the gold rush is all about, except here it's the mushroom rush. That's a big one. Let me see. Oh, there's a couple more here. Man, it's like finding money, isn't it? It is a lot easier than obviously finding wild ones, but you know these also come with their own problems. You gotta clean them out because otherwise you'll find little bugs, little maggots inside. But that's why you need to boil it properly. Otherwise, probably do more harm than good.
After being cleaned, dried and diced, lingzhi will usually be drunk as tea or slow cooked in soups and stews. To celebrate our bumper harvest, our Yao chief has decided to put on a long table banquet. These epic feasts are held for major events, and in the past would have lasted 2 full days and nights. In case you're wondering, there's food enough here for 100 people. But as it's lunchtime, we're not allowed any meat. For that, we need a sacrifice.
Hot deal! Hot deal! Cheers! Oh, that's what I mean, my bottoms up. Oh, 好样的，好样的，不高兴啊！吃点吃点吧，要不然一会儿碎了。
After lunch, a pig is killed as an offering to the gods, which I find surprising as Taoism features heavily in Yao belief. These elders, for lack of a better word, are reporting to 3 sacred Taoist temples. All these props and instruments are essential to the ritual. Even song is sacred. It's used to convey passages from Yao scripture, which must be learned by heart. Everyone has a role to play.
讲这个山上的风销，搞这个种这个柚米，还要种莲藕，还要搞香菇，还要搞木棉，还要搞这个莲子，还要搞这个蜜蜂蜂糖，再搞这个风销，庆祝这个风销。
Even dance is incorporated into the ceremony. There's a deeper meaning to all this, but for most people it's all just a good bit of fun. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're Hakka or Yao. Although their rituals are different, they all hope for the same things: good health, good fortune, and a good harvest. A sentiment shared by pretty well everyone across China. I gotta say, what an incredible experience. I mean, it can't have been easy for the ethnic Yao and the Hakka people at the start, but what a life they've made for themselves. They've got everything here. They've got their fantastic culture. I mean, they live off the mountains and the forest. What else could you want? And I hope that you've been able to also experience vicariously through myself the incredible world they've built for themselves too. I'm Ternan. See you on the next episode of Travelogue. 继续，嘿嘿嘿嘿嘿嘿嘿嘿。